Ladies and gentlemen, the first pay-per-view over in the UK in over 30 years is only a little over a week away. It's called Clash at the Castle, and these are my predictions. So this prediction video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, doesn't have to be a wrestling show, you just need a ticket for an event. Well, use SeatGeek, use code HANS, save $20 off of your tickets. Now this is for first time orders only, so if you used SeatGeek before, just make a new account, you can still use the code, and guys, just save yourself $20 freaking dollars, because honestly guys, why would you not save 20 bucks when you can save 20 bucks? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into this prediction video with the first match of the night. So as of right now, there's only 5 matches announced, but we'll go through these 5 matches nonetheless. I always have to do these a bit earlier than I used to because YouTube takes a few days to even send out like the videos now, and like yeah, the pay-per-view is like a week away from this Saturday. So yeah, it's a little over a week away, but nonetheless, I want to go ahead and do the prediction video. So here's my predictions for these 5 matches nonetheless. The first match, let's read it off. We got a big list here. So it's a 3 versus 3 tag match. So we have the tag team of Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. Such a weird combination there, and especially putting the champion in a tag match on such a large stadium show is kind of a weird choice. But nonetheless, we'll be taking on the team of Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. So first off, I think Bayley's team's winning. They're newly returned, new thing, hot thing. Of course, SummerSlam they were at, and they made the big impact of showing up there. But yeah, Bianca, I don't really get it. I feel like they just had to throw 3 people together, but at the same time, it's not like they have a bunch of women factions that are just like 3 people they can just throw in there. So pretty much, if they want to have like them all wrestled at once, they pretty much have to come up with a makeshift team of just 3 random people. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be interesting. But nonetheless, I feel like they could have just did like Bianca versus Bayley or something and had everyone else there ringside, and they could have had a brawl or something. But nonetheless, that's just my opinion. But anyway, I think Bayley's team, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky are actually winning this match. All right, the next match. The next match is a canceled match from SummerSlam. So this match was originally supposed to happen at SummerSlam. Then they said he was injured. Of course, I'm talking about Riddle versus Seth Rollins. So it was originally, like I said, supposed to happen at SummerSlam. They said Riddle's injured, he's not able to compete, and they had a brawl, a little segment thing at SummerSlam. It was pretty much just canceled and rebuilt and booked and to directly happen at the Clash at the Castle show. So it's interesting. They're both really good wrestlers. I think it's going to be very well could steal the entire show, Riddle versus Seth Rollins, but nonetheless, I do have to choose a winner for this. Seth Rollins has been losing a lot of his feuds recently, but Seth Rollins has done some really good stuff recently. He's had some really good feuds, really good moments, really good matches. Rollins has really been on top this year. He's been losing a lot in the match, but the match quality has been like sky high with Seth Rollins. I think maybe it's time, just for legitimacy like purposes, to remain like Rollins like a possible potential main event guy. We need to have Rollins like win this feud and win this match. So Seth Rollins really needs this. He really needs to win this. So I'm going with Seth freaking Rollins to defeat Riddle. All right, the next match. The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship. So we have the current champion Gunther defending his title against Sheamus. And this is a very well UK themed matchup. You gotta love that on a big stage like this, having Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion just waltzing in there. That's just great. But basically, Walter, Intercontinental Champion, defending against Sheamus. Who is winning? Is Gunther losing the championship at Clash of the Castle in Cardiff, the Principality Arena, the Principality Stadium, I should say? Is it happening? I don't think so. I think Gunther's retaining. I think it's gonna be a very interesting match. These are both giant guys, like very, very large men going at it here in the Principality Stadium. So I think Gunther's retaining. That's just my thoughts with this one. So if I had to predict, if I could somehow magically see it in the future, I'm going with Gunther to retain his Intercontinental Championship. All right, the next match. The next match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So we have the current SmackDown Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, defending her title against Shayna Baszler. Oh, that is a challenge for Liv. That is a challenge. Of course, Liv won this at Money in the Bank. She hasn't been champion for very long, only since, what, June? So, yeah, it's definitely not time for her to lose. If she loses, that's pretty much going to be the statement of her entire career. But this first run as champion really defines what her future is going to be in the professional wrestling business, or at least in the WWE business. I don't think Liv can lose this if they're legitimately wanting her to be a main event lady going forward, but at the same time, they can't make Shayna look bad. So I think it's going to be a very good match. I have a feeling Shayna is going to dominate most of the match. Then out of nowhere, Liv will be able to do something magical and pull off the unthinkable and retain the championship. So yeah, basically, Liv Morgan is my prediction. It's not really a prediction. It's more of like, think of a booking decision. Like, you're sitting here, you're booking the show. What would make sense and what would ruin the entire thing we're trying to do? And that would have be Liv losing the title that soon after winning it. So yeah, Liv pretty much has to retain the championship here. Cardiff, Wales, in the Principality Stadium at Clash of the Castle. Liv Morgan retaining the championship. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is your main event of the evening. This is for the undisputed Universal Championship. We have our Tribal Chief and our current undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, the head of the table, defending his title against, what is this? This is the Scottish Psychopath. Is that something we're going with now? The Scottish Psychopath. This sword-willing psycho. We have Drew McIntyre. Okay, Drew McIntyre from Scotland. So this one is very, very interesting. This is two also very large men going at it in the main event of this giant stadium show in the UK. So this is interesting, but there's a giant thing we have to consider here. Roman Reigns is undefeated. It's not like he can just drop the title and then win it back at another show or something. No, it's a very, very big deal, whoever beats Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns has not been defeated cleanly in a singles match, or I can't even say cleanly, just he hasn't been defeated in a singles match in like 2 years. And this is a very big deal. He has been the undisputed Universal Champion. I can't really say that. He's been the Universal Champion anyway for what, going on 500 days now. So this is a very big deal, whoever's gonna beat him. McIntyre would be like shot. His entire like career, character, his push, we shot up to the moon. Like someone's gotta beat Roman eventually, I know that, but is it Drew? Is Drew the guy? Is this the time to do it? I don't think it's the time to do it. Is Drew the guy? He possibly could be, but I just feel like the timing's not there yet. I feel like Roman definitely has to overtake like Brock's reign. Like Brock's total reign as the Universal Champion was like 600 days or something like that. Like he's got to beat Brock, so Roman's gonna hold it on a little bit longer. I don't know if he's holding it to WrestleMania, but maybe at least until Rumble or something like that. But yeah, it's gonna be a very, very big deal, whoever beats Roman. And Drew very well could do it next weekend. I could be wrong, but overall, I have to choose someone. Who was my prediction for this? I'm going with Roman. I would never, ever question my Tribal Chief, because when Tribal Chief was just around doing his thing, I made a mistake, and I'm willing to admit that mistake here in front of all of you. I'm willing to admit that I said Roman was going to lose the title at a pay-per-view before in one of my prediction videos, and I was wrong. And I will never, ever doubt my Tribal Chief, my undisputed Universal Champion, head of the table, Roman Reigns. I'll never doubt him or question him ever again. So for that reason, I am predicting Roman Reigns, our Tribal Chief, our head of the table, the guy to actually retain his undisputed Universal Championship and remain the head of the table. So there you guys have it. Those are actually my predictions for the Clash of the Castle 2022 pay-per-view. This is about a week out from the show. There's only 5 matches. So those are my predictions for the 5 matches. Let me know, what are your predictions for these 5 matches? Or if you're watching this after they've announced more matches, let me know your predictions for those as well in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your king of Vlog Style, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.